This is Cummins InSite. We've got 8.9.2.79 there, which doesn't really matter too much. It's one of the latest versions. I got the ECN, or engine serial number, covered up. But this is a pretty cool program. You can really get into your Cummins engines with these. It's not as pretty as the Detroit diagnostic link. This more looks like DOS versus, I'd say, Windows 7 if you were to compare the two. But there's a lot you can do with this. Now, generally, you'll have two spots down here. We've got fault codes right there, and say you want to do some diagnostic tests. Granted, the engine's not running, so you still have fault codes down there, and then you've got your test wizard up here. You can go through the whole bunch of stuff in here. One thing you can do is features and perimeters. If you have, or parameters, if this is in master mode, you can pretty much change anything you want. It'll read everything out. And you can change your idle, how long you want it to idle before it shuts off, if your idle shut off is even enabled or not. Just a bunch of stuff. Calibration is pretty handy. If you got some modules that are kind of wonked up, every once in a while I'll come across something where like the flash isn't saved on it, or it's not flashed quite right, and it'll just be all sorts of wonky, and you just download the latest calibration or just re-download it, and then it'll be fine. That doesn't happen a whole lot though. But see, like you got cruise control, upper and lower droop. It's that is enabled. Clutch pedal position switch. See some errors with that now and again. If you have anything right here that's locked, it's read only, and you can't really get into that. You can look at it, but you can't do much with that. And then you've got your other stuff, your work orders and ECM stuff. Those are pretty handy if, say, you're working on a truck and you go to flash it and something goes all sorts of wonky. You can, if you have a template saved, reflash with that. So I wouldn't recommend touching that if you don't know what you're doing. The ECM diagnostic test, I already went through that. The logger, you got a whole bunch of stuff here that you can say relays. No, not supported by current calibration. Sometimes you come across that. But yeah, there's quite a bit you can do with this. So as far as a diagnostic program, Cummins InSite is pretty handy. Granted, you got to be using a Cummins engine. I would say 8 out of 10 torques on this one, but it's not very pretty, but it does work pretty well.